So the question always comes up, series or parallel, and one of the more recent things that people do is they do a combination of series and parallel, and it has to do with the input rating of your solar generator or your inverter or your charger. So you can only put in so much, and if you wire these in series, they're 30 volts, and so you know, every time you wire one in series, that's 30 volts. And what I've done is I've done a combination of series. So the series for each two panels here, and then the parallel is going through the Y. The one benefit that you run into with doing the two in series, you know, there's two sets in series and then they're parallel, is that if you have a little shade, like if you notice the trees are just shading this set, but this set over here is open sun. So that's one of the advantages, because if you wired all four of these panels into series and you had a little bit of shading, it would kill the voltage on all the panels. So that's kind of a good way to, you know, say if this set is not generating currently, we have another set that is. So again, wiring them in series, you'd have a problem. And here we've got all four panels in open sun, so you know there wouldn't be a problem there. But when you start to get a little shade creeping over one of your panels in series, it could kill the whole set. So I had to pull a wire from my basement up here to where I'm going to be putting my power, my solar generator. It had to be capable of 50 amps, and so I used 6 wire, and I used a pretty sturdy outlet for that. And I started to wire this. I've got to put another end on it. I could put an end on that one, and had to get something capable of supporting the weight of that thing, because it is really heavy, especially with the extra battery. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like behind the thing. And I have to wire it down in my panel and everything, but yeah, we're getting there. So I'm here with the Bluetti. I have one of the spare B300K batteries fully charged. And I have my spigot running in there with my well pump running now at all the time. And this number, this 227 number, is just my lights. I have a bunch of lights on in there. But whenever the well pump kicks on, you know, we jump up to like quite high. I think it was like 1300 watts or something like that. It was quite a bit. Of course, there's an initial pulse when that first comes on. So this was the whole reason I got the thing, was just because I wanted to be able to run my well pump and have some lights, and possibly even run, my gas furnace does not use a lot of juice. So you know, the only thing with it is if I use it, I have a circulator pump, a couple of circulator pumps that run. So it might be a deal where if I don't increase capacity, I just turn it on long enough to run some water and then turn it back off, or, you know, kind of swap around. There we go. We just went up to 1370 watts, which is the well pump kicking on. It just kicked off, and we're just cruising along, really idling here at 227 watts with all kinds of lights on inside.